Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Would you look at that? We have a beautiful garage in World of Tanks. Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year for every and each of you. And what Chinese New Year without leaks about the loot boxes? Okay. Wargaming has made video lately. And pretty much in this video, they are telling something about you are completing the missions, you are getting the bloody snake dragon, or however you would call this thing, and there is something locked over there. Secret section unlocks February 6th. You know what that means? From the stuff that Wargaming League themselves, right? And how the league happened. There is two ways how Wargaming can share information. Option number one is to share it in Wargaming page. Option number two is to share that with a Steam or via the Steam, and pretty much looks like someone made an oopsie and they leaked the stuff over there. To be completely honest with you, I had no bloody clue what is coming. And now we know, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Now we know Eric is coming and Object Cast is coming. Very, very interesting stuff. Obviously, keep this in mind that the things can change. Wargaming can play the chess, and maybe they have done this on purpose. Who the flying F knows? But this is the information what we have. So looking into all of this, fellas, looking into the Object Cast, it is a tier 8 tank destroyer with a top hat. With a top hat on top of the tank. I do not know what to say about this. I honestly do not know what to say about this. That is one weird looking mother trucker. Now, this tank has insane penetration. With a standard penetration, you have 280. With a gold, you have 320. And with high explosives, you have 65. So it looks like it has no armor compared to this. But if you would take, let's say, average tier 8 heavy tank ISM with a penetration of 212, it's not guaranteed to be penetrating this vehicle all the time, right? Well, apart Cupola. Cupola is disgusting, and Cupola will be penetrated with a high explosives if someone has a great aim, right? Now, let's talk about the stats and how the things are looking like. So stats-wise, Cast compared to the S1, 550 alpha damage versus 390 alpha damage. Way worse DPM, that's for sure, right? And also worse accuracy for sure than S1, but it has significantly better alpha damage, right? A bit more hit points, definitely way more armor, right? And the speed in the siege mode is 5 kilometers per hour, which is pretty sad if you would ask me. So turbo pretty much is going to be necessity, right? You just simply will need to use this. So that's what we have for our very first tank, right? The second tank. Now this is an interesting one. Eric Concept. Fellas, would you be so kind to let me know how this tank feels like? What this tank reminds you? What this vehicle reminds you? Because I know exactly the tank that this mother trucker is reminding me, and as a matter of fact, it is in the game already. Skill, what are you doing? Shit. Look at this. This is how it looks like. Just tier 9, right? Absolutely, absolutely. Well, can I say copy-paste? It's close design-wise. Let's put that in this way, right? It is definitely close design-wise. Now, if you do not know, fellas, how you can compare the stuff in the index page, what I really want to highlight, all you need to do, you need to click on the comparison over there. And now you can compare whatever you want. So in this type of situation, what is the name? Eric. Beautiful and Leo PTA. Both tier 9 vehicles. Let's see how the stats are looking like, right? So the first things first, average damage 400 versus 420 with Leo, and everyone loves Leo. There is a lot of tank to love. Leo has a bit better DPM, we can clearly see that, right? But Leo has significantly worse accuracy. I mean, looking into all of this KPZ Eric, or however you would call this is absolutely insanity, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It looks very, very nice. And you may think, okay, but maybe it is slow, 65 kilometers per hour. Is it slow? I really do not think so. The view range is looking fine and whatnot. So I would guess, my prediction, fellas, if it is the case, from the league that we have, this may be a very first epic tank from the tier 9 premium tanks. Obviously, it's not for everyone, but let's get real. Leopata isn't for everyone either, right? This is very important thing to say. And so far on the paper, it looks very, 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 very strong. Keep this in mind that everything can change, and once again, in the end of the day, we do not know what, maybe Wargaming will go for a plan B and they are going to release the different tanks. But this thing looks very, very powerful. Okay, one more thing to say, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, before we are done with today. We have another event in the game, right? You will need to do some sort of missions. And doing those sort of missions, you are going to be getting the discount for the tanks to buy, right? Like 112, Lorraine, M41D, Defender, and Panzer Kaku Tier 6, right? If you are completing the missions, I would highly recommend to take the Panzer for free, because you are going to be getting like 3.6 grand discount and you are just simply forgetting it. I will check it out when we had YouTube videos with those vehicles, right? I'm talking about everything from Defender to Type 63 and whatnot, and pretty much we are going to refresh those. Maybe you want to pick something up, or maybe the tank is just simply a pile of kaku, right? Anyways, we are starting the year very, very strong, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see that yourself, a lot of milking going on. But yeah, this is how the things are looking like, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Looking into the last year, in the first half of the last year, we got like 5 sets of the loot boxes, if I remember that correctly. So looks like tradition is continuing and we are having the same stuff going on, right? Yeah, pretty aggressive monetization. What can we do about this? Absolutely nothing. And keep this in mind, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. The best tool which you have in your hands is, if you do not like the direction that the game is going to, you can always make a decision not to buy the product, right? And let's say you love World of Tanks to the maximum, you are in love. It's completely fine, it is completely all right. You can still be playing the game, but if you are unhappy about it, right, you just simply do not need to pay for it, right? So yeah, that's what I have to say for you for today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.